Hello, everybody. You've tuned into the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance. I'm your host, Sergeant Rich Myers with the Indiana State Police Public Information Office. My good friend and colleague, Tom Trial, putting us on YouTube each and every week. Go in there and look at the films that Tom's put on there. A lot of old stuff, a lot of new stuff, a lot of PSAs, and a lot of information there on the ISP YouTube site. So make sure you check that out. Captain Dave Burston, thank you for being here again.
It's good to be here with you, Rich. It's always good to be with you.
It is great to have you back.
And it's a double being here with Pierre.
It is wonderful to have Pierre back here with us. Yeah. It's good to see him in here looking sharp, looking dapper as usual. Thank you for being here, Pierre.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you for the opportunity.
And Pierre, of course, with us, Bolt for the Heart with us each and every year for the Indiana State Police. And we're going to be talking about that. But we're going to be talking here primarily as we start out about something that's unique that started this year that's I didn't exactly know what the name meant when I heard it, Fuelicious.
Yeah.
Fuelicious. Tell us about Fuelicious, Pierre.
Well, it's one of three events that an organization called Artomobilia has put together. And this is the 11th year of Artomobilia. And really what it is a collection of artists and car enthusiasts. And they do an event in downtown Carmel. They close off the streets. And they bring in up to 400 cars.
Wow.
And these cars are collector cars or super race cars or just an eclectic collection of a bunch of different cars.
Okay.
And I'm learning a lot about cars here in the last month or so. But that's the main thing. And last year they had about 16,000 people come to watch and look at these cars.
And it's a static display of the cars?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
There's also artists that are there too. And it's really just a celebration of the art of cars.
Okay.
And it's a really neat event. And what they've done is 4 years ago, they added Fuelicious, which is an evening before event on Friday night. And that's going to be at the Lucas Estate. And they're going to have a number of cars there as well and kind of a celebration leading into Artomobilia. And then this year, Artomobilia also started what's called Shift, which is a Southern Indiana road tour.
Okay.
And that's going to be a fundraiser as well. But Artomobilia came to us and named us the benefactor for the Fuelicious event.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
That's amazing. So there's going to be some monies come from this event going to Bolt for the Heart then?
Yes. There are 50 tables that have been for sale, and we're down to a few left.
Good.
And it's going to be a great evening. Superintendent Carter is going to be speaking and addressing the crowd. We're going to have a gentleman there, Jeff Utzinger, who has been saved by a police officer using an AED. He'll be addressing the crowd as well. And there's going to be a band there, Handling the Loops, which is a great fun band that they do these charity type events. And it's going to be just a fun evening. And it's all designed to raise funds and raise awareness. And all the proceeds will be going to the Indiana State Police.
Now, you say there's a few tables left. Where can somebody find out about this event and sign up?
This great website. It's Artomobiliaweekend.com.
Okay. And all the information on there, if you want a table. Is it a table and individual, or is it just for table?
Yeah.
Okay, just for tables.
You get a break if you buy a table.
Okay, excellent.
Individually.
Oh, yeah. I understand. So the night before is when this is happening, or is this happening at the event?
It's happening Friday evening.
Friday evening.
And Artomobilia is on Saturday, and the Shift is on Sunday.
That's Friday, August 24th.
That's coming up quickly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you get on there and get that taken care of and look at that. So what are we looking at? How many AEDs are we trying to get here? I know we're getting down to the numbers. We're almost getting to the end, aren't we?
Yeah.
Of us.
Right. With the state police, I guess you started with 85 that you had in the cars at that time. And then Superintendent Carter determined that 550 was the number. And Bolt has contributed 331 to be exact. And so the goal this year is 134.
Great.
So what makes this Fuelicious opportunity so great is that, our main fundraiser is Bolt for the Heart on Thanksgiving morning.
Absolutely.
And we raise a lot of money from that event, but you have people like the Artomobilia folks that contribute through Fuelicious. That's going to help us with the 134. And we have another group down in Evansville called Heart Savers, which is part of the Deaconess Health System. They're doing the same thing. And they donated 15 AEDs to the state police last year to fill out the Evansville post.
Right.
So we have a lot of people that are kind of contributing to this common goal, which is really a neat thing to see.
And Dave, the main thing that we want to reiterate about this is no tax dollars are being spent for any of this.
This is corporate philanthropy, plus individual philanthropy, people getting on a website, clicking on the Bolt for the Heart and just making their donation of $5, $10. All of it goes, each of those AED units costs about $1,200, right, Peter?
Yeah.
And people donating $10, $15, $5, that adds up quickly. And then you have the corporate donations that come. We just had a donation from the Indianapolis Colts for $5,000. So that buys 4 plus AEDs right there. And again, to emphasize your point, Rich, 0 tax dollars. Bolt for the Heart has provided the AEDs for us, has provided the training. We're looking down the road. There are maintenance issues with the batteries that happen, but in comparison to the cost of the AED itself, that's more manageable.
Yeah, very minute. The pads and the batteries,
right?
The maintenance, but that's expected, and that's going to be very, very minute of what that is. So, well, let's talk a little bit. We've talked about Fuelicious. Let's talk a little bit about our Bolt for the Heart that's coming up again this year. We've got some of the propaganda that we had from last year.
That's not propaganda. Those are promotional items, Rich. I'm very disappointed in you.
But this is our hat and the lanyard and the medal that we had from last year. And you say within about a week you're going to have the new ones in.
Yeah, we redesigned the medal. You'll see the new design of that, and we have another hat that's coming out this year. And obviously the shirt, the best bling on the market. Absolutely. For a 5K run.
Absolutely.
No,
it is.
Pierre, I'm going to jump in. I'm taking over Rich's job for a second. You got to tease us and tell us what the new medal is going to look like. Can you paint a picture with 1,000 words?
Just say no, Pierre, and go on, okay? Just say no.
It'll look a lot like that.
It'll look a lot. Okay.
Now, but we also want to push out the virtual run.
Yes, we have not opened the virtual registration as yet. The race registration is open on boltfortheheart.com, but the virtual, we're going to open that up in September.
Okay.
And one thing we're going to do differently this year, too, is we're going to have a VIP registration, too. So the VIP registration will be, what you get for that is a registration for Bolt for the Heart. You get the hat. You get the medal.
Okay.
You get the shirt. And you'll also, with our new expanded relationship with IU Health, you'll be able to get a heart scan, all for the price of $99. You get all that for less than $100. And you'll get a gift card for a heart scan that can be done at any one of the northern IU Health facilities.
Oh, that's good.
That's fast forward, IU has agreed to be our sponsor for the next 3 years.
Wow.
So we're real pleased with that.
That heart scan's amazing, though. I mean, for that price, for all this and that price, because I know, Dave, we've had troopers have had that and caught problems before they become problems.
We've had some people whose lives have been, no doubt about it, have been saved because of having a heart scan. Yeah. And typically the prices for those, I've seen them as low as $49. I've seen them as high as $149. But to be able to be registered for the run, support such a good cause, and get all of that included all in one price, that's a great deal.
Yeah, and that's again something new that you've just started up this year.
Yeah, we had a version of it last year, but we're putting the heart scan as part of the package, and it's called Preferred Hearts. And you just go to our website and you can click that as an option to register for the run.
And the website again is
boltfortheheart.com.
Okay. And anybody can go on there and find that and get, and you say that the actual run is, you can already register for that.
Yes, we're already at well ahead last year. Space.
No.
So it's I don't want to get too excited about that because we're many months away from Thanksgiving, but the early trends are exciting.
Well, it's a fun day in a day.
It's a great fun, and when you think about all the other events, who would have thought you'd get up and go jogging on Thanksgiving Day morning?
You got to get ready for that turkey.
You got to burn off those calories. But the event has grown each year, and it's been great. We've had the state police presence out there, and being able to pass out the hats and then the badges as people come across the finish line, and everybody's in a good mood. And when it's a warm Thanksgiving morning, everybody's in a great mood.
Yeah.
So we've had
wasn't bad
both.
last year.
No, it wasn't bad. Year before, I think it was pretty frosty.
Pretty frosty.
Pretty frosty.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad last year. We had a good turnout and a good event and a lot of good people there, and it doesn't take much time.
No, and Superintendent Carter has been at each of them, and I know that he's said to me over and over again what a great relationship this has been with Bolt for the Heart with Pierre, with the doctors at IU Health, everybody that has gone the extra mile to make this the success that it has been.
Yep.
Well, there are a lot of hands that help in this event. So it's been great support with the Indiana State Police, and Captain Burston and Superintendent Carter and yourself have been very, very involved in what we're doing. We really appreciate that. And I will note that one of our posters for this year's race is a picture of yourself, Rich, handing a medal to a young lady that finished the race.
I'll tell you what, that little girl, she captured my heart. She was just a little...
And we
little
captured
angel.
that picture.
Yeah. She was just a little angel. That was and she was just proud as a peacock of that. And you could tell just from her cheeks were all red from being out there running and everything. And she was just a great little poster child for you guys. That was a great
for
great
all
day.
the good reasons of a poster child.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. But I mean, the amount, I didn't meet anybody that day that wasn't having a good time. There's not only the run, but there's a lot of events going on throughout there. There was like food stands and stuff going out there in that area that we were at.
Yeah.
Well, they had the ice rink too last year.
Chris Kendall Market, which is what the City of Carmel has done. And, we were initially concerned that would be an issue for where everyone would go, but it was done so well and laid out so well that it actually was an enhancement to the race.
And they're doing that again this year?
They sure are.
So, wow.
So you'll have something to do pre-race and after the race. I know a lot of people hung around. They had hot chocolate and food and things out there to go to before and after the event.
Just bring your warm-up suit and put it back on. Stay in Carmel for the day.
Actually, a lot of people weren't putting it, but they were warmed up when they were coming across that line. There wasn't a lot of people sticking things back on when they come across the line. But we're down here to the last about 3 minutes, but we want to reiterate the Fuelicious that's coming up next week.
That's August 24th, Friday.
That's on a Friday. Okay.
Yeah, August 24th. And I think all the information's on the website that Pierre mentioned. And if you didn't remember the website, just get on and type in Fuelicious in Google or your favorite search engine. It's going to pop, and you can see when it starts. And it goes from basically 7 to 11.
7 to 11, right.
Yeah.
And they'll have food and bands and
There'll
things.
be food, all included, band, dancing. We're going to do a raffle as well. We're going to have about a 20-minute presentation from Superintendent Carter again to talk about AEDs and the importance of that, and then has some pretty touching stories of bringing the whole results full circle.
Yeah, anybody that hasn't heard the Jeff Etzinger story, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and just the Lucas place there.
That's phenomenal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And we'd like to thank the Forrest and Charlotte Lucas for opening their home for these type of events. It's pretty special and pretty meaningful. So we thank them for that as well.
So, and then the next day is the actual event itself.
Artomobilia.
Where's that at?
It's downtown Carmel on Main Street.
Okay.
And other streets too, but that's the main area.
And what's that going to run? What time is that?
I believe it starts mid-morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Runs through the evening time of that. Okay.
All details on the website.
All details. And that website again is
Artomobiliaweekend.com.
going for the AEDs, and we'll help out with the Indiana State Police supplying AEDs. And you guys are already going outside our department too now.
Starting to. We want to finish the state police,
Right.
finish the job. That's our mantra for this year is to finish the job. But there are other police departments. We're doing something up in Kendallville. They're looking at all their police officers in that county, and they're doing a race up there in October. The need was 84 there. So we're going to be able to accomplish that. But we're going to look at the sheriff's departments. I'd love to talk to the Indianapolis City Police and other areas, possibly Morgan County, looking at just where the need is and putting them in first responders, particularly in rural areas, getting the AEDs and the...
Because what we talked about, that takes a little longer for the first responders of ambulance service to get out there. And
if anybody was concerned that Pierre was going to go out of business, finishing us with Bolt for the Heart, Bolt for the Heart has just started. And this is something that can be replicated across the nation. It would take you years just to supply all the law enforcement agencies in Indiana. 92 counties, hundreds of local law enforcement, local police. So it's a worthy cause, and you'll have
Thank you.
no shortage of things to do.
We'll be busy.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. We're down to our last 30 seconds. Captain Burson, thanks for being back here. Appreciate you being in here. Pierre, thanks
Rich.
again for everything that you do for the Indiana State Police and for Bolt for the Heart. And I'm hoping
pleasure.
this is going to be a great, great event. I'm sure it's going to be. Again, you've been listening to the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance, Cops for Kids, subsidiary of the Indiana State Police Alliance. Tom Trial, thank you for putting us on. We'll catch you again next week on the Roadshow. Thanks for listening. The Roadshow is out.